Yoga is an ancient practice that dates back thousands of years. People have many different ideas about what yoga means and how it's practiced. The poses or asanas are often practiced in the West today as a form of exercise. They help make the body strong and supple. But originally, the purpose of yoga poses was not exercise, but preparing the body for meditation. It was conceived as a deeply spiritual practice. The word yoga means to unify or to yoke together, joining the mind, body, and soul. It uses asanas, breathwork, or pranayama, and meditation to cultivate present moment awareness, open major energy channels in the body, and awaken the energy residing at the base of the spine. The areas where the three major energy channels intersect are the 7 main chakras. At its heart, yoga can be a mystical experience of connecting with the divine as you become conscious of your physical and energetic structures. It will take you deeper within yourself and lead you on a journey of self-discovery. It is a way of life, a science of self-knowledge. Yoga is not a religion, although it has connections to Hindu and Buddhist philosophy. Around 400 CE, a sage named Patanjali authored one of the major yogic texts, the Yoga Sutras. One of the most famous sutras, Yogaschitta Vritti Nirodha, meaning yoga is the mastery of the fluctuations of the mind. It is the cultivation of awareness as a way of overcoming the ego. It wasn't until about 1500 years later that yoga arrived in the US. Figures such as Swami Vivekananda and Paramahamsa Yogananda are largely credited with bringing the techniques of yoga to the West in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Both of them came to show people how to develop themselves spiritually and have a direct experience of the divine through yoga. These wise men could not have imagined then how popular yoga would become over the next 100 years, and how far it would start to drift away from its Indian roots as it became less and less spiritual and more focused on the physical body.
The way of the spirit and the way of harmony. It is only natural.
This is BKS Iyengar. He was also very influential in bringing yoga to the West. He's 20 years old in this video. By age 90, he was still practicing asana and pranayama for 3 hours a day. He was intensely dedicated to his practice, but the way that he drew in students was by emphasizing strength and flexibility in the body. He gave his students what he knew they were seeking. Today, yoga is marketed alternately as a fitness routine and a way to inner peace. There are still teachers who emphasize the spirituality of yoga, but in today's scientific-minded and secular society, many yoga students, as Iyengar noticed, are more interested in the physical practice than in the spiritual side. It's well known that yoga can aid with stress relief, and relaxation is often a goal of people who come to class. But the relaxation is needed mainly because of the frantic pace at which we live in our society. The end result is that our culture has co-opted yoga and changed it to suit our own needs and wants. Much of the spiritual richness of yoga practice is lost when we treat yoga like a fad workout. Then it only feeds our culture's obsession with body image, weight loss, and fitness. It feeds the ego that spiritual yoga tries to overcome. Worse yet, yoga has been turned into a multi-million-dollar industry. Even classes are pricey, but companies have started to capitalize on the yoga craze by putting out lines of expensive yoga clothing and accessories. As a result, yoga has become an elite activity that not everyone can access or afford to do. Upper middle class women have become the face of yoga in our country today. It's not too late to return to the roots of yoga practice. As teachers, we have the responsibility to help our students understand that there's so much more to yoga than poses and fancy clothes. And if we keep treating a spiritual practice like a commodity, we're bound to keep going down that path.